Hi, I'm Joey with Dowell Dental Products. Congratulations on purchasing your new PIEZOART. Let me show you how to set it up. Please remove all items from your stainless steel autoclavable handpiece case. Included in your case is your 8 tips, your torque wrench. Inside your torque wrench bag is the metal connector that we'll talk about later, and 2 handpieces. On your handpiece, at the opposite end of the actual handpiece, there's a connector with a red dot up top. Align the red dot from the end of the cable to the red dot on the front of your PIEZOART system. Place it into it and press it in until it snaps into place. In your bag, included with your torque wrench, is the metal connector that we mentioned earlier. Remove it from the bag and find the small tubing at the same end of your handpiece and place the small end into the tubing. The next step in setting up your PIEZOART system, we're going to install the rack that either holds your sterile water or saline bags. On the back side of the unit, there is a hole with a screw for tightening it. Place the rack into the hole and tighten the screw. Now, we're going to remove the irrigation tubing from the sterile bag. Because the irrigation tubing is much longer than we need, you may need to cut it for the desired size and length. I'm going to leave about 2 feet, but whatever you prefer is okay. After we have cut it, you're going to take the end that does not hook up to your sterile water or saline bag, and you're going to attach it to the large end of the metal connector. On this irrigation tubing, you're going to see 2 plastic fittings. These are going to go on either end of the actual pumping mechanism on the PIEZOART. So push back the latch and raise the metal cover. Grasping at both of the hardened plastic pieces, stretch it to fit in the handpiece, in the unit. Make sure it's snug. If this is not snug, it will not pump with either liquid. Now we're going to install the saline bag. Remove the cover. Remove this and stick into the actual bag here. I'm going to place it on the hanging rack. Now we're going to take the black cable and plug it into the back of the PIEZOART system. To set up the wireless foot pedal that's marked with a pull tab, pull on that and remove the rubber fitting that stops your battery from dying. That's its purpose. So make sure you remove that and place it on wherever it's desired to use. Next step is to set up your PIEZOART unit. You're going to turn it on. It'll take a second while loading. Because we don't have the sterile water or saline running through the tubing yet, you're going to use the flush function. It's located in the upper right. Select on and it will begin to pump through the tubing. Once it's going through, you could stop. You could stop it by pressing the off in the lower right function. Now, push the X, select your desired setting, and from our handout, you could check and select how much irrigation you want on the right or the power setting, which is on the left. Select the tip that you want to use. Initially, I place it on there with my hand until it's snug. Then I grab the torque wrench. There's a deep end and a shallow end to this torque wrench. Take the shallow end, inserting the tip face first into the larger part of the opening and inserting the base of the tip into the smaller part. It should lock. When it feels snug, give it a couple more twists. You cannot damage your handpiece while using the torque wrench. If the tip is not snug, you may not get the proper cutting action. Now we're ready to use our PIEZOART system. You just step on the wireless foot pedal and it will begin to cut. You can see the mist, the irrigation coming out now.